Are you growing or shrinking? And we are back, ladies. How have you been?
Yes, we've been great. I think Rolly grew an inch taller. True or false?
Well, maybe by the my heels.
That is serious.
That would help.
Yeah, the episode is all about growing up, sharing memories about growing up.
Yeah.
Just some few years ago, I was 16.
Oh, wow.
Like I was 16, very young, vibrant, 16.
Then what happened?
And now I'm in my 30s, right?
Wow.
I give glory to God.
Yes, actually something to give.
I'm wiser.
People tend to have a problem with aging.
Yes.
And I'm like, why? Why? Let's enjoy the ride.
There shouldn't be anything to that. It's part of growing up, and that God has been faithful keeping you. And now one childhood memory I remember, I think it was during Christmas, the Christmas period. I used to love color yellow. My color has changed since then.
I'm sure.
And so I'll have my Christmas dress on the bed. I'd lie by the side, just, we'll sleep together.
Yeah,
and wait for 4:30 a.m. I wake up, I won't even want to have my bath, and I want to wear my yellow dress. And I did that. Of course, the colors would change for different years, but I always had to keep my Christmas dress by my side. I was like, what kind of...
I don't know that.
So, but I always look forward to it. I always look. Now, who cares? Sometimes I don't think I buy a Christmas dress.
Exactly. I'm wondering, I'm trying to remember, okay, yes, Mommy used to buy us Christmas dresses, but I think it's to sleep with my Christmas dress, please.
Yeah, don't worry. It's my style. It was my style.
Yeah, your style.
So
weird stuff. Anyway. Memories aren't just about us. They're about the people that we get to share them with. After the break, a revealing look at friendships to remember. Stay with us.
A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. I didn't say it, Walter Winchell did, but I totally agree. Now, Rolly and I are going to reveal or tell stories about our best friendships to the world. This we've never done before, so drum roll, please, Rolly.
Well, friendships. I have significant friends, but I'll talk about two of them.
Okay.
One, I have my secondary school friendship, but there's this particular one. I met her just after we left secondary school. We're not in the same school. We just met. We lived in the same neighborhood. Her name is Vivian. Now we see Raoje. It used to be Vivian Coca. Okay. And we met about the time I think I just gave my life to Christ, and I think she too was just rededicating her life to Christ. So we used to go for fellowship together. Until today, that girl has been consistent. She will be there. She's very forgiving. I love her heart. I love her heart.
Awesome.
And then the other one, I met her in university.
Okay.
In fact, she says to me that the minute she saw me, she said, this one's going to be my friend. So
wow.
I just got that thing. And but she defends me. I don't know how to fight. I don't know. I don't care.
Right.
Talk to the hand. But she's the kind of person that you don't till tomorrow. She will defend me anyway. I've never seen that kind of loyalty. So these two girls, I don't play with them.
That's great.
Her name is Omwa, the second one. Her name is Omwa. She's great.
Great. Okay, mine this is actually going to come as a big surprise. I'm sure she's not even looking at it like, oh, this is not happening. Mono Jacobs. I need to make this story really, really short. After my delivery, the doctors forgot the placenta in my body.
Oh my God.
And so 2 weeks later, we discovered, and they had to rush me to the hospital, and then they had to evacuate me to remove the second placenta because I actually was supposed to have twins.
Oh, wow.
So in the process of doing that, they cut a nerve. So I bled from that morning till the evening. Mona was by my side. In fact, they couldn't take me home that night. She said, her husband and herself said, you can come in. You don't need to go far away because we're living in the outskirts of Abuja at that time. And she took me in. She gave me a hot bath. Like, even though I passed out after the hot bath because I'd lost a lot of blood, but I saw a friend there, and I noticed that when I passed out, after they told me, she kept shouting, hitting me. Abigail, you're not going to die. You have to be there for your children. She kept hitting me literally before my husband walked in. That is a true friend. And I want to use the opportunity to say, Mono, thank you very much. I appreciate. I've never forgotten that moment. It has always remained dear to my heart. God bless you.
Amen. Now, that doesn't mean we haven't had our fair share of toe-stepping moments. As long as people are imperfect, relationships will be imperfect. After this time out, Auntie D helps us smoothen some of the rough edges.
And it's Ask Auntie D again. First question today on managing interpersonal relationships. Zara asks, I have heard that a first impression lasts long. How can one change a first bad impression? Zara, I have also heard that a first bad impression could take as long as 7 times over the first impression to correct. Sometimes 21, I've heard 32. Some people have heard 3, others have heard 5. How can you change a first bad impression? By being deliberate and intentional about changing it. And it always begins with, I'm sorry. The first bad impression needs a first direct action and expression of truth and true, sincere, authentic apology, where apology is required, or just a true, sincere conversation. And if it doesn't work out, Zara, it just didn't work out. It's okay. Go on. Live the rest of your life and understand that if you missed it with 1, go find the other 9. Because somewhere with the other 9, you now learn a big lesson about making the right first impression. Number 2, how do you handle a co-worker who repeatedly spreads false information about you and yet acts nicely around you? She did that once. Why is it always she's? She did that once, and when I confronted her, she apologized and we moved on. But she has gone ahead again to gossip about me. What do I do, says Tina. Don't take offense first. Let me just tell you, this person has a challenge. Don't make it your challenge. She's got a challenge as a tale bearer, a bearer of strife. Ultimately, if she doesn't learn the lesson from her place of sincere worship and fellowship with God, she will also ultimately learn it in social relationships. Let me tell you, people who spread tales end up becoming the tail end of everything they want to be in life because they create wrong relationships around them that refuse to sustain them anymore. If they don't learn the lesson with you, don't look for revenge. Trust God. That will be sorted through and through. But however, you've got to protect you. More importantly, when it comes to these kind of altercations, especially within the office space, you've spoken with the person, she has still gone ahead to repeat it, and it's challenging you and creating a toxic environment, refer it to the supervisor, to the next level. So even if afterwards she comes to meet you and says, you went to report me to Oga, or you went to do this, you're trying to spoil mine, just let it be. Don't even get into an altercation. Let wrath sleep and trust God and the Holy Spirit to work all things together. Sarah asks, how can I connect deeply with other Christians, irrespective of our different denominations? Don't see difference, just see love and connect from the heart. Connecting deeply begins with starting at the point of entry. When people see that you don't condemn, not just with other Christians, with anyone in life, even animists, anybody, please show love. Love is not defined by the fact that we belong to the same church or the same faith or the same tribe and same faith. No. Wherever you are, love does not even need you to call the name of Jesus. It just needs you to have a lifestyle of Jesus, and people would love. And you will find yourself acting in love. It's been Ask Auntie D, and the answers of peace, answers of fire. But most importantly, answers of love. Thank you.
Auntie D always bring in great words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's what we will call a mentor.
Yes, and we
Because
all need mentors.
everyone
at
does.
different.
And for different needs.
True.
For different needs. Like today, she's talking about interpersonal relationships.
Yes.
I think many of us need that kind of counsel to help move our relationships forward. Otherwise, crash.
Yes. Sometimes people feel, I used to think that way, you don't you don't really need a mentor. Until one day, I got a chance to talk with an older person, friend, and I saw how far that person had gone in life. And I said, I would like to imbibe certain values, certain, way of doing things, because I'm seeing the results this person is having. It would be foolishness, not to reach out or pick one or two things, from this person. So it might not be you being there every day, because you have a mentor doesn't mean you have to disturb the mentor every day. But even reading their books, from that way you can also learn a thing or two. So I'm big on mentoring.
I think it's just find out what the need is and go for it.
Yeah. So, still on the fence about mentoring, we've got an expert in the studio to help us pick a side. So, stick around.
Thanks for joining us on Heart to Heart.
It's good to have you both on the program.
It's our pleasure to be here.
What is the truth? I've been singing for as long as.
A program that allows you into the world of your favorite artists as they share their personal stories with you.
And we realized on the second day it wasn't improving.
And there are many people who have been there and have compromised.
No matter what I face. People go from admiring these people and forget that these people are really human.
The program gives you the opportunity to really see the person behind every performance you see.
See how we changed my life. See how we washed me clean.
Watch episodes of Heart to Heart on this channel.
Are you ready for this? Because right here with me in the studio is our very own coach, Sam Obafemi. He's an unconventional thinker, a trained computer scientist turned behavioral change therapist, and small business owner. He is the president of Sam Obafemi Behavioral Change Academy, SOBCA. Thank you for being with us again, Coach Sam.
I'm happy to be here, like always.
Like always, yeah?
Yes.
Right, we're always happy to have you. And today, we are going to be talking to you or asking you questions about mentorship. Because you're a mentor in your own right, aren't you?
I'm privileged to, yeah.
Right. So you see this word mentorship, mentor, it's like it's bandied around all over the place, and people just throw it around. But what really is it? Is it like an official term, or can my mother be my mentor? Does anybody who teaches me something, does that person have to be my mentor? What is mentor?
Everyone can be a mentor.
Okay.
A mentor is someone that can advise you on a direction, where you want to go. So, as God has had it, all of us have where we want to go to. And there are some people who have been on that journey or can contribute to you making on that journey. Now, the difference between a mentor and a role model is someone you look up to from a distance.
Right.
But a mentor, there has to be contact. There has to be correspondence, interaction. So yes, everyone can be a mentor, provided I have some experience to be able to guide on the direction you want to go. So everyone can be a mentor, yeah.
Fantastic. So what are the benefits of mentorship, and what are you looking out for? Okay, I mean, you said it, if someone is going in a direction that you want to, that's something to look out for in a mentorship relationship. But what are these benefits, apart from that someone who's looking for a mentor can look out for?
Fundamentally, it cuts the journey short.
Right.
Fundamentally, what a mentor does for you is you do not have to have a personal experience of the cycle. Right. So a mentor is able to say, you know what, this is what works, or this is what worked for me, and this is what I think you could do. So time is saved. Secondly, mentors give you leverage, speed. Mentors open doors for you. Mentors can connect you with people that you need to fast track your journey. Mentors save you costs, because sometimes the resources the mentor has used, they're able to make it available for you as a mentee. Even though most times, mentee or protege, depending on the case as we want it, sometimes the proteges come to steal from the mentors.
Okay.
So you find many people these days saying, I don't mentor intentionally. Because in fact, people now are charging to mentor.
For real?
They charge a fee, yes. I've met people who say, you know what, for me to commit to you, you must pay a fee that makes me know you are serious.
Right.
Because like you said earlier, people just bandy that word, mentor, mentor, mentor. You meet someone for the first time, say, oh, my mentor, Rolly. And Rolly is wondering, okay, where do I know you from? So some people have created a system around it to say, you know what, for me to know you are serious, you have to do something that makes me admit you into that space.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you've talked about the mentee, as it were, stealing from the mentor.
Yes.
But there are also cases of abuse that people mention now and then. These exaggerated cases, and I'm not talking of the abuse of the one who stole from the
mentor.
From the mentor. I'm talking about the other way around.
So abuse is either way.
Okay.
I talked about the mentee abusing the mentor. These cases that happen are not exaggerated. It's true.
Right.
Now, the mentor is fallible. There's a human element. And in the course of the relationship, mentors go wrong. Many times, several mentors go wrong. So yes, there can be abuse. There can be sexual abuse. There can be emotional abuse. There can be frustration. Sometimes mentors, my boss, Praise Forward, will say, a mentor can become a tormentor. Because a protege wants to go in a direction, but you think they should go in another direction, and then you try to stifle their ideas and try to force them. So it's all about relationships and managing relationships. But of course, when a protege is aware what they really want, and the relationship is not serving that purpose, you are by all means allowed to say, you know what, this is not working, and I need to move on to other things. So this is very important. Now, the mentorship relationships are not one umbrella. In fact, I tell people, you need to have a mentor for a particular outcome you're looking for. So I, for instance, I'm not a financial expert. I can't mentor you on finance. I can only tell you, well, this is how I might handle my finances, but that does not mean I'm a financial expert. There are areas where I'm very strong, but the areas where I'm struggling, I shouldn't mentor someone.
True that.
So, yeah.
So what boundaries then can you propose, if you like, for a healthy mentor-mentee relationship?
First,
to avoid these kinds of
I think that the first thing that should happen in a mentor-protege relationship is educating the protege what their rights are.
Okay.
I was just sharing yesterday on social media. We found a pattern where we seem to be enjoying oppression. So mentors should help mentees have a voice, first and foremost. You should be able to tell your mentee, when I'm going in a direction you are not comfortable, tell me. And I would respect it. So that's a boundary that needs to be set from the beginning. Let the mentee know the rights they have with you. Then boundaries like, privacy, confidentiality, sharing of information, and allowing the mentee explore the dreams that they want. These are necessary boundaries that need to be set. Because there are a lot of things around value system too that needs to be shared. For instance, if I'm not in the same religion or the same ethnicity or the same pedestal with a mentee, we need to be able to agree on what works for us in this relationship. Because if two people cannot work together, if they don't agree, they can't work. So can two work together unless they agree? It still plays out in this particular context. There has to be an agreement first. What does this relationship consist of? Where are the no-go areas? Where are the areas we need to explore? How long is this relationship?
How long exactly?
Yes, because
length of time.
A protege can outgrow a mentor.
True that. True.
And it should be allowed. So it's not a forever, he has been my mentor for the last 30 years. Something is not adding up.
And something else that comes to mind that I think I understand is you can have mentees and mentors for different areas from what you've said.
It's highly recommended, actually.
Right.
Highly recommended.
Thank you so much. It's always good to tap from your wealth of knowledge. Right. So there you have it. Get yourself a mentor and get accountable. Take advantage of the knowledge and experience that's relevant to you. If you have any more questions, send them to livingthelife@cbnnigeria.org. Now let's pull the brakes on all this serious stuff and relax with one of these recipes. Stay with us. It's been a great show today.
Yeah.
And it's been great talking about friendship. Just the memories, just, you know.
Honestly, I was trying so hard not to cry. Like, I didn't want to get emotional.
Oh,
you
that
know.
was really touching.
But yes, God has blessed us with amazing people in
Yeah.
our lives. And I also loved the interview with Coach Sam.
Oh, yes.
The 3 things he said a mentor helps you save time.
Yes, cut the journey short.
Cut the journey
yes,
short.
I like that.
You know, he helps you, he leads you in the direction you want to go. So you have this idea, you don't know, where do I start from? A mentor can help you, you know, provide direction.
And it was great to have him, to be honest, I'm one of those people who, I really had a problem with the use of the word mentor. I'm
I
like,
know.
come on, you guys, can't everybody be a mentor?
Like-
But it was good to put it in context.
Yes.
And if there's anyone out there who's like me who had a problem with that mentor, this mentor, that, you know, the context was there. I have a need, there's a gap in my life. I look for someone who's been there and I
True.
draw from them.
Yes, and so because he's a mentor, I'm sure he has had those experiences. Somebody say, I'm your mentor, please mentor me. You've not bought my book, you've not bought my courses.
You don't know me.
I'm not your mentor, please go and find your mentor. All right, the show's over, but we can stay connected on our social media platforms. 700 Club Partners NG on Instagram and Facebook.
So follow us and engage with us. Until the next episode, keep living the life.
Yes, keep living the life.
See you next time.